manager from the opposing team gets scared because he's the only player in the Arsenal shirt that can create something out of nothing.
A question comes in. Here is a question. How can you rate Chambers when Mustafi was ahead of him in the
Ask
squad?
Mikel Arteta. Ask Mikel Arteta, not me. Don't ask me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, big up Dinero. Dinero, welcome to the show, my brother.
Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Let me just ask you before you tell me anything you want to say. How do you rate Chambers, brother? How do you rate Chambers?
Do you know what? He had a good spell when Arteta came in, but I see him as another Jenkinson. I don't rate him at all.
A Jenkinson.
Yeah, he reminds me of like when I see him. I don't see Arsenal quality as because he was saying. I just see
You lot are mugs. You lot
know
are
what
mugs.
it is, yeah?
No. Dinero.
Chambers, yeah. He's not a. He's really like to play Arteta ball. Like he's not that type of defender that will, he cups the ball on the ball like with his feet. He's just an old school defender who just defends. But we need now. It's time to change. We need defenders who can play on the feet, who can pass the ball, and like he's not. Yeah, he doesn't do it for me, to be honest.
No, trust me, Dinero. We are on the same page. For me, I don't feel anything feel anything for Callum Chambers. I just don't feel anything for Callum Chambers. I don't know whether you never rated him right from the start, but I've never rated him as a player. Never.
Yeah, it's he's not that. He's never shined for me, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. He doesn't shine for me. A question to you people: Wenger played Mustafi over Chambers. Emery played Mustafi and Luis ahead of Chambers. Now Arteta is doing the same. Why is that so? Oh, please do answer. Please do answer us. Zoom. That question goes to you, brother.
First of all, Callum Chambers is a player that has suffered injuries over the years. And this question should not be asked to me because I'm not the one making the decisions. Because if I was manager, Chambers would start next to Gabriel.
Chambers.
Nolan the mug.
Chambers starts next to Gabriel. Oh my God. Nolan, big up, brother. How are you doing?
Big up. I'm back.
We are here on players that should leave the football club, by the way. Let me first ask you about how do you rate Chambers? Is Chambers that good of a player to you? Do you agree with Zoom? Should he be playing with Gabriel in the centre back partnership?
Yes. I am Arteta, as you know, but the only problem with Arteta is that he's not playing my man Chambers, because the only problem, people tell me that, if you remember, Zoom was lying to us speaking Italian and saying that he was watching the French league. Now I'm telling you, Cozy, Chambers is better than Saliba. Saliba ain't the Mbappe of defenders. So please calm down, everybody. I'm just here to let you know that Chambers is very good.
Chambers is better than Saliba.
Yes, he is. Miles ahead. Saliba is a project, and a project takes time. And I think he could develop into a world-class centre back. But right now, he ain't there. I have seen a lot of him, as I have told you last time. Right now, he ain't there.
I had a stroke here.
Guys, let's just talk about this. Dinero, Saliba, Chambers, are they even comparable?
I mean, we got to compare them. I mean, look at Saliba, comfortable on the ball. Like, you know, if the keeper passes it out to him, you're not panicking that he's gonna get closed down and he's gonna panic. Chambers, if the keeper passes in the ball, you're scared. He's probably gonna just boot it out. Saliba will keep the ball. And
I don't agree with man. I don't agree with man.
Okay.
Chambers played as a CDM for Fulham, if you remember, and so Chambers is better than Saliba with the ball on his feet and can break those presses that teams like Man City and Liverpool can attack us with.
The question is, have you seen him do that at Arsenal?
Nah, mate, nah. But we haven't seen enough of Chambers. Have we seen enough of Chambers? Saliba just has clips. I don't know. He just has clips. He's like Neymar. You don't see it on the pitch. He has good clips, good moments, but he has mistakes in him. And I have seen it last year because I watch a bit of the French league because I support OM.
Yeah.
Because I'm French. So Saliba is a talent, but he needs to develop. By Chambers, I've seen him with Fulham, and he's a pretty good breast breaker, and he could improve our side, in my opinion.
For me, I think it's different to play for Fulham, and it's different to play for Arsenal, guys. It's quite different, man. It's quite different.
It's not. It's the same bloody league, and the same bloody player.
You don't have much pressure in Fulham, man. You don't have a lot of pressure at Fulham.
How don't you have pressure on when you're playing for Fulham, whilst you're battling relegation?
I mean, even if you get relegated, do they care?
Kosi.
Yeah?
I don't agree with the fraud Nolan.
No,
But,
mate.
He's saying that Saliba is the worst player than Callum Chambers.
Than Chambers. I also don't agree, man. I don't agree.
I've seen
the quality that Saliba has.
This man has an agenda against Saliba.
Nah, mate. He never seen him and he wants to talk. YouTube, he just goes on YouTube and types Saliba and wants to talk with me. Mate, do your research. Saliba makes mistakes. And I've seen him a lot in the French league. Mate,
like any of course, Nolan, we can't say that Callum Chambers is flawless. We can't say he's flawless. I mean, he also
he's not flawless.
Yeah. He makes mistakes, man.
He makes mistakes, but
every defender beat Carlos Puyo. Beat Carlos Puyo, beat Vidic, beat Ferdinand, beat Tony Adams. They make their mistakes. They have their weaknesses as player. And you've got to agree. But
not in the Farmers League, Cozy. Not in the Farmers League. Not the mistake he was making. French League is the Farmers League. I see it. Paris Saint-Germain. It's a walk in the park for them. They wipe the whole team. Each year they buy the talent. They loot the French League. So I watch the French League because I support OM. Saliba makes a lot of mistakes. Fofana was the better of the two. Even the price tag suggests that.
Shut up.
If you look at Fofana, let me finish, mate.
Please shut up.
Let me finish.
Let
Zoom,
me finish.
Bloody Italian speaker.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
Yes, Nolan.
Arteta knows football. I know he knows football because he's not holding under the pressure of putting Saliba in the team. Because me and him and everyone in the French league, we have seen the same thing. That's why I'm Arteta in. He doesn't do anything because for the fans. He is like Arsene Wenger. He's the second coming of Arsene Wenger, and I will support him until we won't get relegated. So until we reach top 10, and then next season we can improve. Because this is a project like Saliba. Saliba is a project.
Shut up, you undercover Spurs fan.
No, mate.
Up.
No, mate.
Because all you want is
Nolan. Nolan, Zoom. Before that, Philip, brother, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Yeah. This looks like a debate that is. I thought it would easily end, but it doesn't. It's not ending easily. How much have you watched Saliba? Do you can you compare the two? In your opinion, who is the better player, Chambers, Saliba?
I have to go Chambers because Saliba right now, he's not even experienced. That people are
Shut
saying
up,
he's
Philip.
good.
Shut up.
Are you
Shut
shush,
up.
man? You
What's
schmuck.
a
Yeah,
man?
look at you.
What's a
Wait,
man?
zoom, fast wait.
What's a
Shush,
man?
man.
Yeah.
Schmuck.
Zoom, fast wait. Yes, Philip.
I think Chambers is better right now because Saliba, no one has really even seen him play. Everyone's going off like little highlights, and even though people are saying Saliba and
He
Fofana were a good
deserves.
duo, but and people were saying Fofana are much better than Saliba, and it shows because at Leicester, look how good he's playing. But Saliba, Arteta
Yes.
can easily see that he's not even good enough to play in the Carabao Cup because he would have played.
Smart
Nah, but
man.
he's got.
I
He
must
hasn't.
say.
Saliba
I
hasn't
must
even
say,
had the
what a
chance to.
smart man.
Dinero. Yes, what do you have to say, Dinero?
Yeah, that's a good point. I would say.
Thank you.
I would say the only way Chambers beats Saliba is experience. That's it. That's all it is.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
ability-wise, you can't knock the man. The guy's got everything.
Nah, mate. Nah, you haven't seen Saliba bloody play. And I'm telling you
No,
now,
okay.
I've seen him play. He makes a lot of mistakes, man. I'm telling
Let
you
him
now.
finish. Let him
Saliba
finish.
makes mistakes.
Yeah, let's
Let
finish,
him
man.
No,
finish.
Nolan,
bloody shut
Nolan.
up, you little
let
mug.
let
We're
Dinero
talking.
finish. Yes, Dinero.
We're talking potential-wise. Saliba had higher ceiling than Chambers. That's facts. That's it. That's it.
Simple as. Simple as. Yeah.
Zoom. So it is the experience that Chambers beat with Saliba. You agree now?
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, the experience.
Yes.
But yeah, so probably if Mikel Arteta gives Saliba a chance, then we shall get to know more. Because I don't want to lie, these guys have a point. I don't want to lie
they
that I've
don't.
watched.
They don't. They don't.
Look, I've seen Saliba play not more than 5 times. That's the truth. Not more than five times.
I've seen him play.
I've seen him play.
for
I've
Celtic,
seen
yeah.
him play Cozy 25 times, and he has been shocking 5 of those times. He has been making a lot of mistakes, clear mistakes that will be punished in the Premier
Complete
League.
lies.
In the Premier
Complete
League, Cozy,
lies.
they would be slapping us out.
Quest-
Slapping us out.
Nolan,
Zumars, please shut up.
Nolan, please.
Shut up, mate. Shut up, mate. I'm sick and tired of your bloody prat mouth saying Arteta out here. Get out of here. Shut up. Let me talk. I've seen him play 5 times. And I'm telling you, Cozy, I've seen him play 25 times, and in those 25 times, he has made 5 big mistakes that will be punished in the Premier League. And that is not acceptable. We would have murdered him if he was at Arsenal right now playing. We would have insulted Arteta because he was playing him, and Arteta has done the right thing. Chambers, I don't know why he's not picking him, but he has his own reasons. And I'm not on the training ground to suggest that Chambers is also better than Rob Holding. So I don't want to judge the man, but I'm telling you he's better than Saliba. That I know.
This man will come tomorrow and say that Pepe is better than Ronaldo. That's a joke, this man.
Cozy, I got a question, Cozy.
Yeah, man.
If wait, are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Arteta out.
And if Arteta gets sacked, who would you replace him with?
Probably I've always been an Allegri man, but if Allegri cannot come, then I'll go for Brendan Rodgers if he can,
Why
step
Brendan
up.
Rodgers?
What about Eddie Howe?
Pochettino.
Eddie Howe? Wait, Eddie Howe?
Eddie Howe.
Yeah, Eddie Howe.
No, man. No.
As interim.
No, man.
No,
man.
I'm Arteta in, but Eddie Howe is the best.
What about Poch?
Is the best
No
of
one
the best.
asked Nolan. No one asked Nolan.
Look.
No, I'm Arteta in, mate. I'm Arteta in, and you can be Arteta out.
No
and
one
I
asked.
will be Arteta
Nolan,
in, and
no
I'll
one
stick to
asked.
my stand. No. This is the project. Believe in the project. Believe in the man.
Wait,
and he will pay us back.
Wait.
No. Okay.
Let
Okay.
Philip speak.
Nolan. Okay,
Let
guys.
Philip speak.
Guys, Philip, continue.
Well,
Eddie Howe. You're still saying Eddie Howe. Do you rate him?
Yeah, I do, because he took Bournemouth from League 2. They were relegation fighting in League 2, and he took them from League 2 all the way to the Premier League in like the space of 5 years.
Look, guys, for me, my problem with these guys, Big Sam, Eddie Howe, Slaven Bilic,
But I still think we should put Allegri.
Tony Pulis, My problem is they can do well at West Brom. They can do well at Crystal Palace. They can do well at Newcastle. But can they manage a club like Arsenal? Because
Well said. Well
you
said,
know,
Kofi.
the
Well
ambitions,
said.
the ambition of these clubs are far, far, far apart, man. They're far apart.
It's true.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't believe. I've never believed in Eddie Howe. By the way, I saw him as even lower than David Moyes, because I thought David Moyes, because he was at Everton for that time.
Nah, Kosi.
Look, we need to put some respect on David Moyes' name, man. He managed that Everton side for so long.
Eddie Howe is a good manager.
Better than
my
David
opinion,
Moyes.
Absolutely.
No, man.
Yeah, I think so as well. This is the first season that David Moyes is actually doing good in. United got sacked. West Ham got sacked. Everton, he got sacked.
No, he didn't get sacked at Everton.
Class manager.
He didn't get. No, he didn't get sacked at Everton.
He didn't get sacked.
He didn't
get.
Yeah.
He finished 7th. And United wanted him. Yes.
Yeah. He was good, by the way. I mean, he was not competing, but he made Everton that fierce side. You could always get terrified to play Everton.
Yes.
That's true.
I'd rather get Arsene Wenger back than appoint David Moyes.
I would get Arsene Wenger back if you wanted to.
Do you know what? Yeah.
No. Who wouldn't get Arsene Wenger back? Because we have learned our lesson. Because our owners are absolutely shambolic, and he was a masterclass of a manager. And I've said my stories to the man, to the God, Arsene Wenger, and I've said sorry to him, because who wouldn't take Arsene Wenger back? I would.
Yeah, exactly. With Arsene Wenger, everyone was complaining about coming 5th place every season, and now we're relegation fighting now, and last season we came 8th.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. By the way,
I was never Wenger in. Just to be clear,
I reached a time when I was not Wenger in as well.
I think he was a good manager, but he just didn't get the right players. If the recruitment was right, we would have went far. But the downfall was the players in the end, really, that he chose.
No.
Decided to back.
It's the board. The downfall was the board. They wouldn't give him the money necessary that we can compute. United spent over $1 billion since Sir Alex Ferguson left. How much have you spent?
But guys, let me ask you.
It's not even a fraction of that. It's ridiculous.
Guys,
absolutely ridiculous.
Guys, look at this. Is it, could it also be a point that Arsene Wenger had reached and his tactics were done? Because by the time he left Arsenal, he had Aubameyang, he had Lacazette, he had Ozil, he had Ramsey. I think he had, I think by
Unai Emery
Alexis
had the same
Sanchez.
players.
Don't forget Alexis Sanchez.
Unai Emery had the same
it looks
players.
like...
And he couldn't do nothing. Nothing.
Because Arsene Wenger was a master of a man, a genius of a craft. He's even better than Sir Alex Ferguson. Because Sir Alex Ferguson spent a lot of money. I agree with my brother. Yes, let me finish. Let me finish.
Alex Ferguson, best man in the world.
Let me bloody finish and let me explain. Sir Alex Ferguson spent a lot of money. He bought Wayne Rooney at his prime. One of the he has broken English transfer windows, English record transfer record after English transfer records. How many times have Arsene Wenger broken that record? None.
Actually, I would agree with Nolan. Sir Alexander Ferguson reached a point where he could sign any player he asked for.
Robin Van Persie.
You can't compare them two. Nolan and Rossi, please.
Zoom.
Yes, you can. Yes,
Zoom, you can. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. They were at the same
level. The money is not the same. The money helps.
Maybe the winning was different. You can talk about the silverware, but I think Arsene Wenger was as quality a manager as Ferguson.
Yes, because Ferguson stole Robin Van Persie from us, and he won the league. If you remember, Cozy, I don't think he would be that old as me, but he stole the league. He stole the league from us that season by buying Van Persie. We had a lot of good players, but we lacked a number 9 that he bloody stole from us, and he helped them win the league. And I was heartbroken. So that shows you the importance of money and the power of money that gets you silverware. Without money, Sir Alex Ferguson, I'm sure he wouldn't even win half of his trophies. That's for sure, and that's a fact.
Look, who should I go for? Binu, Binu, what do you think? What do you think? Are those two managers, separated by far in class, or you think it's the money that made one a winner and the other, crippled?
It's like difficult to say because if we are discussing about that, it will take a long time. So better discuss what's the issue with us right now. So we have to. Yeah, let's talk about this our issue right now, the current issue, because we don't know whether it's like a half divide of the fans, Arteta out, Arteta in, half divide. So we have to talk about that.
Yeah, man. I understand, but for me, if we talk about Arsene Wenger, then it determines it tells us something more, because one of the almost we have almost 10, 15 players that Arsene Wenger had way back in his squad, and they're still around. I told you the squad I selected today, the lineup, we had almost 8 players out of 11 Arsene Wenger players, and somehow we squeezed football. Yeah,
no, but Arsene Wenger had Alexis Sanchez, Ozil at his prime, Ramsey at his prime, Aubameyang at his prime, not the Aubameyang of now who has got money and he has fallen. So he had a lot of great players, and that's the reason that Mikel Arteta is doing so bad.
Philip, what do you think?
Think of what? Arsene Wenger?
Arsene Wenger, Sir Alexander Ferguson, and then the fact that Mikel Arteta has inherited the same squad Arsene Wenger had, but this time the players are no longer in their prime.
It is true, to be fair. Arsene Wenger had all the players that we have now at Arsenal with Arteta is when they were with Arsene Wenger, they were at their best period of their career. And now that we've kept those players and haven't even got rid of them, it's showing we're struggling now. Now we're every transfer window, even if we sign 1 or 2 good players, we're still demanding more and more. We're never happy with the transfer window. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yes,
it's not that we're not happy with the transfer window. It's that we don't bloody spend enough. Hussein Maguire was there to be getting, and that was Arteta's biggest want. He was praying with his wife on his knees, please get me Hussein Maguire. But the board didn't perform.
Yeah. He doesn't get back.
But Arteta's fan, United fan, I heard them say they had one of their worst transfer windows. And you know how much they spent? They spent over $70 million. Over $70 million.
You see,
and they're telling me they had bad transfer windows. How much did you spend?
About 70 billion as well.
But we finished 8th and they finished 3rd. And they were saying that was their worst transfer window. That was our best transfer window at Arsenal was getting those 2 players. So it's not comparable to the other Premier League teams because we are not spending enough. When Fulham has spent more than us, it says something. I think it says something. It says the state this club is in, and I don't agree with Arteta out like Zoom Arsenal criticizing the man has problems. He needs to fix.
For me, I'm not blindly Mikel Arteta out. I say Mikel Arteta out for 1 of 4 reasons. One, he says he wants to have non-negotiables, pick players on merit. He doesn't do that. He doesn't pick players on form. He has favoritism. Picking Willian Orez, when he's doing well. Picking Bellerin when he's not doing well. Those things. The other thing is you don't see an element of a manager on the pitch. We never have a game plan. We always go out there, pass sideways.
We have a game plan.
We never had game plans, man. We never have game plans. This is for real talk.
We never have
to implement a game plan.
we approach Manchester United the same way we approach Burnley, the same way we approach Tottenham, the same way we approach Manchester City. You don't tell me that you have a game plan. You don't tell me, man.
No, I want you to tell me what Arsenal's game plan
You
is.
need the players to implement your game plan on. If we had to go to New Zealand War and we were in this state, I would have said Arteta out because that would be ridiculous. Because now, every time when you look at Arsenal, TROOPZ said we are like Beyonce, to the left, to the left, to the left, because all our best players are on the left side.
Yeah, man.
So team just shut the left side down, and we don't have threats in the middle. Because what can Danny Ceballos create? Nothing. What can Chaka create? Nothing. He can only get red cards and bloody once choke slam players. He thinks he's in the WWE. I don't know what he's thinking. He's crazy. We have no one plays except of Saka and Oba. So they just shut the left hand side and we lose games. And we say it's Arteta's problem. How can Arteta play otherwise when we only have 2 creative players in the whole 9, in the whole 10, in the whole team? United
Nolan. Edu said that when you look at the quality in training, it is so much bigger than the quality, on the pitch. Why don't we see that quality on the pitch?
Because we don't see that quality because the bench is as shit as the first team. How can if Arsenal players play against League 2 players, I can assure you they will be world class. So it's not. So he's a madman. I don't know what he's thinking.
You want us to play League 2 players for players to show their quality?
Yes, because that's what Edu is saying. Because the bench is shit. The first thing has to when they play against them, they have to be good. Everything is good depending on the levels.
I also do think as well, Arteta's kind of lost the dressing room. I think he's coming as a new manager and he started acting out of his character to be like, listen, I'm going to act like a head teacher, which is not him. And I think the players have saw through him and they're just not playing for him. You can just tell. Because the difference between at the start of the season, you saw, everyone is pressing, everyone is fighting. But now, when you look at it, no one's really doing that. There's only 1 or 2 players that's trying to, press with the ball. But you just the dressing room. You can see that there's something there. Like he's lost them.
I do agree, mate. I hear what you say, but that is not Arteta's problem. We have Mesut Ozil is a bad influence on the side. We have to get rid of him because I can tell you he's calling his mates, his friends at Arsenal Football Club, and he's a negative influence. You don't have to play to be a negative influence. If Ozzy said, if we put William on the bench, we spend 250,000 every week on his wage. He will be another bad influence on the side. Because players who get more money are most of the time the players who have more influence on the squad. So Arteta doesn't want to put William on the bench because he doesn't want another Ozil. Because that is a very big problem at Arsenal. We have a lot of players that we need to get rid of. David Luiz was a mistake, in my opinion. He is a mistake.
He was. Definitely, he was, man.
Yes.
He was.
He's the mistake of the old regime. And Arteta, and we always hear we're moving forward, but we're not getting rid of the bad players. Each season, we buy players we don't get rid of. We never negotiate players to get rid of. And that's a big problem with Arsenal.
Okay, if that's the problem, and we agree, do we also agree that it's going to take Arsenal another 4-5 transfer windows to get back to where we need to be? Should we keep Mikel Arteta and give him 5 transfer windows?
No, he only needs 2. This January transfer window and the next season. He will buy the players.
How would you drive out almost 20 players in 2 transfer windows, Nolan?
Because, for example, Ozil Ozil is the worst influence, I'm sure, on the side. His wages his time at Arsenal is ending because his due date is ending. I don't know how to explain. I know in French, but I don't know in English. But his contract date is expiring. Um, that's a big problem. Ozil is gonna leave. Aubameyang is a good influence on the side. He will return. If we buy two or three another key players who will play for the shirt, the mentality of the squad will change. The rotten
You know what?
players would be rotten out because even if they are in the squad, if you have three Sergio Ramos is in that squad, I can assure you, Cozy, now, if Sergio Ramos is in that squad, Messi Ozil wouldn't dare speak a word to other teammates because he would be afraid of the man. So we just need three very good players that can change the whole mood. If we get Hussein Mawar, a right winger, and a
Yeah, I
and a
agree.
good see two central midfielders, in my opinion, and a center back and a right winger, that is our transfer, and we will be back to the old Arsenal, and we can challenge. I'm sure
Yeah,
of it. And if you object, please continue.
yeah, because when you look at this Arsenal team, yeah, the front three are not as, maybe you could say, Pepe at times. They're not inventive enough.
Pepe is a
So
mistake.
like, then Pepe,
Let him
Pepe's
finish. Let him
yeah.
finish.
When you look at these players, yeah, they're not like the front three are not inventive enough. So when you put Aubameyang on the left, they all know, oh, okay, he's just gonna cut in and then cross it. What we need, I agree with what my man said, is we need a left winger as well, a front three that is creative enough, so at times they can, improvise and not just do the regular things. The problem with William, when you look at William, all he's very predictable. Like as soon as he gets the ball, just passes it. He doesn't really take it on himself to create something. The drive, you don't see nothing. You don't really see anything there. Maybe Pepe sometimes, and yeah, we just need a trap. And one thing as well, we're missing a Cazorla type of player, and we're missing
Yes.
a Ramsey type of player. So like a
Yes.
midfielder who can get you goals, but a midfielder also who
How
can
about
also receive the ball
Emil
from deep.
Smith Rowe? Emil Smith Rowe.
Oh,
As an
and
option.
Smith Rowe is an injury player. Injured every time. He is fake hype. The players we
Yeah.
need is Soziobol they just bought him RB Leipzig, but we really need it. Soziobol, I don't know how to spell his name.
Suppose
And
like, yeah,
Hussein Mawar.
he has already
Yeah.
gone to RB Leipzig, brother.
Yes,
I mean,
because
yeah.
because I have heard because I watch because I don't watch a lot of Bundesliga, but what I have seen of him in or the Austrian league, but what I have heard of him from some of my mates is that he can cut inside like Aubameyang. He can put a ball. He can run a man. He can hit a ball in behind. He can play like Ozil. He can cut inside like Aubameyang. He was the player we needed, and a good right winger, a solid right winger like Adam Traore, who put those balls in, and a solid number 9 who can head them in, who can score them, because we need that. Aubameyang, sorry, Arsenal fans, I might injure some of you, but Aubameyang and Pepe need to go. Aubameyang, I'm sure
This man
he
is
has
Aubameyang.
saying
got
enough.
his
I've had
paycheck.
enough
You
of
will
this man.
see.
Aubameyang.
Cozy, sorry, I've had enough
He's
of
an
this man.
Ozil waiting to happen,
Because he
Cozy.
speaks
He's an
Aubameyang.
Ozil
utter
waiting to
nonsense.
happen.
Utter
Yes,
nonsense.
Aubameyang,
Cozy.
the
It's
person
been
that
1 hour, 15
won
minutes
us the FA
that
Cup
you've
last
been
year.
here,
You
and
want him
this
to go?
man has been
No,
baffling
no. I have
absolute
my own reasons.
nonsense.
Is that we paid him too much. Once a
Aubameyang is the
player
only
is paid,
reason. Aubameyang is the only reason why Arsenal won relegation battling last year. But now he stopped
yes.
scoring. Now clubs are starting to realise they need to block off Aubameyang's side. And now look what's happening. We have no goal
No, no,
scorers.
no, no. It's not. Aubameyang's problem is that every time when you look at him, he has been influenced by the money and he's aging. If you Alexis Sanchez, what a marvelous player he was for us. 500k at Man U. Where is he
Nolan,
now?
I may
Where
excuse
is
you,
Nah.
he now? Let
but
me
please
bloody
shut
finish.
up.
Where is he
Shut
now?
up. You
Messi Ozil,
baffle
a
absolute
fantastic player,
shit.
a creative
Absolute
player,
shit.
a dangerous
Utter
player.
nonsense.
No, let me finish. Mesut Ozil, if you look at him, he was a special player. But once he touched that money, he never looked back. So money influences players in a bad way, and we have paid him too much.
Shut up.
380k
Shut up.
is just a bit too much.
Shut up. Shut up. You're
Nolan,
probably
you
one of
little
those
mug, you
fans
little bloody
begging
prat.
Aubameyang on his DMs to stay, and now you're baffling. Get Aubameyang out.
It's not buffering. It's
I
looking
guarantee you,
at
when we won the FA Cup at the end of the
This
season, I
man,
bet you were
this
begging.
man was
Aubameyang to
in
stay.
Aubameyang's DMs begging him to stay, and now he's baffling out.
but not for
100%.
380k. But not for 380k, so that he can go out, buy Lambos, party all night, and become another Alexis Sanchez, another Ozil. Tell me a player who has been overpaid and he has been performing.
Okay, Nolan,
Paul Pogba
Nolan.
gets 350k. Now where is he? He's an absolute shite of a player, Paul
Nolan,
Pogba.
name me one player, yeah, that was better than Aubameyang last season.
What? No.
Name me one
Last
player
season he was
better
a
than Aubameyang
fantastic
last season.
player. He is overpaid. Once a player is overpaid, he will never look back. And I've seen it so many times in football.
I can assure
Never
you,
a
I
player
can assure you
except
that Nolan,
Cristiano Ronaldo
Nolan,
and Lionel
Nolan,
Messi. The players who are
Nolan
overpaid
wasn't
never
on Edu's
bloody
DM
succeed. And I've
telling him
seen
to
it
pay
so many
Aubameyang
times. Susie.
500k a week. 500k a week in Edu's DMs. I can assure you.
No. That was TROOPZ. TROOPZ secured Aubameyang's bag. Now Aubameyang is falling off.
Guys,
Once you
Because
pay a
what's your
player
thought?
too
What's your
much money,
thoughts on Aubameyang?
Oh, this man
Nolan,
is
Nolan,
utter
Nolan,
nonsense.
Nolan,
I've had it.
Nolan,
yes.
Nolan, Zoom, Philip. I think, look, Aubameyang, I almost thought like he was getting too comfortable. But the problem was when he got that
Too
chance
much
against Southampton, I was like, no, we are not getting him in the areas he has to get that ball. When you look at
No,
that goal he
Cody.
scored against Southampton,
Who creates the chances? Who
mo-
creates the chances
most of the
for
goals,
Aubameyang to score?
most of the goals he scored last season, those are his goals. Get him in the right area. He's not, because his characteristic is he's clinical,
Mikel
and that's why.
No,
Arteta's
Cody.
tactics.
Aubameyang
You know,
has stopped
It's Mikel
running.
Arteta's tactics.
Aubameyang,
Playing him off
if
the
you look
left.
at his game,
Oh,
if you
okay.
look at his heat map, Cozy, Aubameyang has stopped running. We
Nah,
needed
look,
runners
last
in
season-
No,
behind,
he hasn't.
in behind,
Nolan,
in
Nolan,
behind.
Nolan,
I've had
Nolan.
enough.
Yes, Cozy.
No.
Nolan.
Yes.
Wait, Nolan.
Yes.
If you say Aubameyang has stopped running, one,
Yes.
we don't have players that are releasing those balls for him. That is one.
That
Secondly,
Well said, Kosi, well
we
said.
don't play counter-attacking football. We will sit back, but when we get the ball, we pass it back. We wait for the enemy.
listen.
Cozy,
wait
I
for the
understand what you
we-
mean.
we-
Cozy, I understand what you mean. But
Yeah.
even if you play basic football, I have played through youth academies, but I have not made it. As you can see, I'm talking to you. I have not made it. But every striker, I can tell you, Cozy, when I was a striker, when they tell me I was a striker, even if your team is not playing well, you make runs into the box, you make runs back, you create easy passing options so that your teammates can pass you.
Nolan,
You get
listen.
in behind. You
Shut
make,
up, Nolan,
you make
Nolan,
early runs,
please.
T-runs,
Nolan, listen.
Please,
I listen.
please,
you make different
please,
types of runs.
please. If you make the runs, no one's going to pass it to you.
Exactly,
You
Nolan,
have
listen.
their
Yes,
head up,
they are.
except for
Yes, they are.
Saka.
Danny
Nolan.
Ceballos, Danny Ceballos, Cozy.
Danny Ceballos.
Danny Ceballos.
Oh
Danny-
my God.
Let me finish.
Nolan.
No. Let
Pass
me
it
bloody finish.
sideways.
I know what you mean, but let me
Shut up,
finish.
shut
For
up.
a 350k as striker,
Because you have to
I can
fix
tell
this,
you
man.
he could make an easy backline run, and Ceballos can just hit a ball up in the sky. He's a decent player. I think he can bloody hit a ball in behind. Aubameyang could run and score at least once or twice. This
Nolan,
season, Aubameyang's goals have been penalties and deflections in the box.
I know,
Nolan,
listen,
Nolan,
Please,
Look,
I've
listen,
had
see.
enough of this man.
You will see.
Aubameyang last season, yeah. Listen, Aubameyang
Nothing,
last season was
absolute
getting so
nonsense.
many chances. Aubameyang last season was getting so many chances, like each game. He was getting at least 4 goals.
He was
straight
creating.
each
He
game.
was.
Now
he
look at
was-
this season. How many chances, like clear-cut chances, is he getting this season?
No.
Cannot
If
show
you
me,
don't make
man.
the runs,
Not one
show me,
against,
man.
not one
man.
against
If you
Southampton.
don't
and he
make the
scored.
runs, you won't get the chances. It's clear and obvious.
Nolan out.
not
Big
big
up.
up.
Big up.
Bloody
Not
Big
big
up,
up.
Isaac Gunners. Nolan out. Big up.
No,
Look,
no, 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 no. If you
look,
Cozy,
Nolan,
they are
Nolan,
telling
Nolan,
you, you
Nolan,
like
wait,
Cozy.
Nolan, wait, Nolan, wait. Do you
Yes,
agree that
Cozy.
Alexander? Do you agree that Lacazette has missed more chances than Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang playing through the middle
Yes,
while Aubameyang is
yes.
playing on the left?
But
Yeah.
why do you think? Why do you
Aubameyang
think?
is a player that can
Why?
give
Let me
service to
bloody
players.
finish.
That's
1
why
minute.
Lacazette is
1
getting
minute. This
chances.
is a very good point. Why do you think Alexander Lacazette is getting more chances? Because he's
Because
making the runs. I
he
see him
plays
in
him
games.
through the middle. He plays him through the middle
No,
and plays Aubameyang to the left.
Aubameyang has played the same amount of games through the middle than Alexander Lacazette. Go check it out,
No.
Cozy.
Shut up,
I'm
shut
sure of
up.
it.
No,
Absolute nonsense of a fact.
No, no, no.
It's
Lacazette
false.
was
It's a
being
false
robbed.
fact.
He was being
No,
subbed.
no.
He was
That
being
you're
subbed for
speaking
30.
absolute
No, no,
nonsense
no, no.
because
Okay,
Aubameyang
Cozy.
has been
Cozy.
playing
No,
on the
If
Aubameyang
he
was
was
playing
making
left
the
wing,
runs,
left wing. He was playing left
Okay.
wing.
when
not every
Lacazette
game,
is playing
not
striker,
every
No,
game,
when Lacazette
not
is playing
every game,
striker,
don't you dare
he has
say it.
Aubameyang
Don't
left
not
wing,
every
and
game,
Aubameyang supplies the ball to
not every
Lacazette. That's the
game.
only reason
Can
Lacazette gets
someone
those
please
chances.
in the live chat? Someone help us out, man. Someone help us out. Go look up.
Nolan, how many times have you seen Aubameyang play through the middle this season?
Exactly. The only reason Lacazette
Nolan,
gets
you
chances is
twat.
because Aubameyang is left wing, so Aubameyang can
Go on,
easily
you twat.
supply
You
Lacazette.
see, when you look at the goal Lacazette scored against West Ham,
Aubameyang crossed it.
Aubameyang created that goal, right?
Yep.
Yes.
When you look at all the chances that have been coming through to Alexander Lacazette, Aubameyang and Saka have a hand because all those chances have been coming from the left, and you guys know that, right?
The left, always to the left, to the left.
The left,
also,
That's Mikel
Cozy.
Arteta's problem. That's
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta's
Cozy.
problem.
Yeah,
If we had a
yes, Philip.
decent manager,
Philip,
that's why I want
Zoom,
to,
let Philip
I
Zoom,
don't.
Zoom,
Okay,
let Philip
okay,
speak.
go on, Philip.
Yeah.
Because thank you. All the Arsenal fans, yeah, they're all saying Lacazette should leave because of all the chances he's missing. But he's getting the chances because Aubameyang has quality on the left hand side. And I guarantee you,
No.
if Aubameyang got the chances Lacazette got, he would be on so many goals this season.
But you have to
I wouldn't
make
say
the
that.
runs to
I
get the
wouldn't say that.
chances.
But
People don't
Look at the
understand.
chances he misses against Burnley. You see that?
Finish.
He was
If players,
against Burnley, he was 5 yards out of the goal and he hit it straight at Nick Pope.
yes.
yes, I know Lacazette is a bad striker. I'm not debating that Lacazette is a good striker, but he makes the runs. If people can
Lacazette
find
makes the run.
Lacazette
You twat.
in our middle
You
of the
twat.
park,
You've never
and I'm
watched
sure
Arsenal play.
they can
You've
find
never watched
Aubameyang.
Arsenal play. If you're saying that,
it's because he's not making the runs, and
Cozy,
it's clear as they like to see.
Cosy, please.
Yes, Philip. Yes,
Please
Philip.
let me talk.
My friend wants to
If
join.
Lacazette wants to play as number 9, he should need a technical quality, which he doesn't have. Look at Firmino; he has a technical quality as number 9. That's the reason, like they're making him as a false 9. But Lacazette doesn't have the technical quality for false 9.
Cozy, can you put the link
Nathan
for
wants to
the
join.
call in the chat? Because my friend wants to join.
Nathan
Okay,
wants to join, Cozy. Nathan wants to
already
join,
on the
Cozy,
chat.
if you want to. Nathan, our man.
Okay. If you want to join, the link is there.
Yeah, one thing I'd like
The
to
link's
say.
there.
Yes,
Cosy,
Nathan
one thing
wants to
I'd
join,
like to
Cozy.
say. And why
Nathan,
I
my man,
trust,
wanted to
why
join. I don't know where
trust
he's at now.
Pepe.
But Cozy, please,
Why I
please.
trust Pepe?
If players,
Let
let
me
me tell you
Come
something.
on, Nolan, let me
If
finish,
players
please.
can create for Alexander Lacazette, why won't they create for Aubameyang? No one. Every time I speak with Arsenal fans, they don't want to answer that simple question, Cozy. If players can create for Alex Lacazette, why can they not create for Aubameyang?
Because Aubameyang is not playing down the middle.
Wait. One thing I want to tell Nolan is most of the chances we have as a club are coming from the left. And who is playing on the left? It is Tierney, Saka, and Aubameyang. So if you have those three creating the chances, that means Aubameyang's not doing the chances, but he's creating them now. You get me?
Aubameyang is not creating chances, Cozy.
And that's why our forwards are missing so many chances.
Aubameyang is not creating
Would you say Lacazette?
Statistically, you were telling me Aubameyang is not creating chances. He's always
Would
on
I
the
say
left.
Lacazette?
He doesn't make the runs.
Please, I'm asking.
Guys, let me talk.
No, right now, if you ask me, would you sell Lacazette? Even in the summer, I said it. I would rather sell Lacazette, get someone I can, go out there and get a clinical striker.
Aubameyang could
He's
be
fighting.
striker,
He's fighting.
but he just doesn't want to be.
But anyway, wait. Guys, Dinero, what do you think? Is Aubameyang infected with the money? He doesn't care anymore, or you think it's not the chances that he's getting? Because at Southampton he gets that chance, and you feel like he's the old Aubameyang we know. What do you think is what's up with Aubameyang?
I think with Aubameyang, I think you know what is last season. I don't know. No, this season I think teams know that that's the goal scorer. They said make sure you stay on him, and he's just there isolated. So he's not been getting the chances. I mean at Southampton that was the only one. I think that was a nice pass from Eddie Nketiah.
My man. But people have been man-marking Marcus Rashford.
I don't think.
Where is he now?
Exactly.
Marcus Rashford. United fans don't want to give him. My brother is a United supporter, so I know a bit about Marcus Rashford, and I can tell you he's a special player. But he makes the runs, and they pass it to him. And United fans don't want to give him 250,000 a week. And we give Aubameyang 380K a week.
Nolan, we don't
People
have
want
Bruno
to
Fernandes at
Marcus
Arsenal.
Rashford. It doesn't work.
But again, Nolan, you're talking about.
We don't have.
You're talking about
Bruno
I know.
Fernandes.
If we sold Aubameyang, who would you replace him with?
I'll replace him with Edward.
Edward. He's not on the level of Aubameyang.
What about Nolan? If you sold Aubameyang,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Who would I get?
It's about Pepe, Nicolas Pepe.
Victor Osimhen.
And why?
Do you know he was in the French league before? Victor Osimhen.
He's similar to Aubameyang.
He's going to be too expensive. He went to Napoli for like
Victor
70 million.
Osimhen?
I know, man. Yeah.
What a talent he is.
The most expensive African player right now.
Too much. He's going to cost too much. He cost Napoli £70 million. Arsenal never scored that. Arsenal never spent that money again.
He can head the ball into the net. He can bypass the player because he has got some crazy pace, and he can score a goal like I have never seen.
But no,
he plays in the Italian league. The Italian league is different to the Premier League.
Very good talent.
You know what? He's
And one to the core. Sorry?
Aubameyang. He's
31, mate. Aubameyang 31.
He's more of those players that he's not a natural number 9 that will get the ball.